Welcome back to part 2 of One Point Perspective on the virtualinstructor.com. You'll notice I've placed a building on the right side of the vanishing point. Notice these lines go back to the same vanishing point. You'll also notice I've drawn some windows and doors on the front side of the building. These are going to be plain squares. Now when we put windows on the right side of the building, they're going to need to go to the vanishing point. So I'm going to draw lines towards the vanishing point on that side of the building. These lines are going to represent where my windows will be. I'll use them as a guide. I could go all the way down the building, but to save some time, I'm going to stop right there and draw a line to indicate where my doorway is going to be. Next, I'm going to draw horizontal lines, or excuse me, vertical lines. So lines that go straight up and down to indicate where my windows are going to be. It's kind of hard to see what I'm doing right here, so I'll move the ruler out of the way and just draw these lines straight up and down. Then I'm going to add a little bit of value so it's a little bit easier for you to see these windows. That's how you add windows in one-point perspective. Now I'm going to add a door down at the bottom. I'm going to use my line of perspective that I used originally, and then I'm going to add a little bit of value there to show you where the doors are. Now we can erase the lines of perspective that we don't need anymore. Alright, now I think this scene needs a road, so I'm going to add a road coming right down the middle of these two buildings, and it's very easy to add a road. You just follow the same vanishing point. Remember, one point perspective, one vanishing point. All the lines will recede to the same vanishing point. Now we've got our road in view. Add a little bit of a sidewalk on the right side of the road. Going to the same vanishing point. Really is easy to do one point perspective. Do anything in one point perspective, really. Now I'm going to draw horizontal lines to indicate the cracks in the sidewalk. Now we have a sidewalk. Maybe we want to put a fence in here. So I'm going to put a fence over behind the original building that we drew, and I'm going to make these lines go to the original vanishing point, the only vanishing point in one point perspective. Now I'm going to do just vertical lines to indicate the posts of the fence. These lines are going to get closer together as they recede towards the vanishing point. Now I'm drawing the links in between the posts and the fence. Make it look a little bit more realistic. Then I can erase the lines of perspective that I don't need anymore. And that's how one-point perspective works, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this video from thevirtualinstructor.com.